Hey guys, and welcome back. So I did the Overwatch video yesterday, uh, which turned out okay. The games I had were uh, not that good. Well, the last one was good, but the the first two not so much. Not as in the game itself was bad. Um, just players on the team were pretty terrible, pretty rubbish. But we're going back to deer, moose rather, and uh, I've tried to start the fur here on the neck, and we need some more geometry. I've got a reference here on the other monitor, but we need some more um, geometry to get a better shape, I suppose, for the fur. Um, but at the moment, it'll just stay like that. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do up here. But we're going to add this kind of fur to the legs. And it's pretty simple process. So although the symmetry is different now, like the model isn't symmetrical anymore. We will use this for the legs, and it'll try its best to simulate symmetry on this. So what we do, the technique I used previously was really just like getting a good brush size and just kind of pulling the fur out, but we're going to go a bit lower, and maybe here. Just pulling the fur out like that. And then essentially just doing the same, but instead of like on top of each other, just trying to get it uh, alongside. And we'll do this for sort of like the first kind of section. Doesn't have to be even. Obviously, fur doesn't grow evenly. Well, it might, but and we'll probably do like one more. See what one more layer looks like. Make sure the fur actually comes out. Make sure it's not just really close to the skin. Because otherwise, not going to look very good. And keep going here. Just gonna go into subtools quickly and turn off any unnecessary geometry as well. Now we'll start just adding in ones randomly. Still probably sticking very sort of sticking relatively closely to like doing one every sort of like in between the gaps, but kind of adding them where we can, and just to sort of fill out the space now, I suppose. Like so. Yeah, it's looking not too bad. We'll probably go up to sort of like, we'll probably do sort of like to there. Just trying to think if there's any other news really. I don't think there is. It's it's Star Wars Day today. So if you follow the sort of social, I guess it's a social media event, because it definitely probably didn't, people would have worked it out obviously before social media. You know, May the 4th sounds like May the 4th. But it definitely would have sort of gained popularity through social media. So I guess we have social media to thank for that, I suppose. But yeah, it's recognized as International Star Wars Day. Steam actually had a sale for a game I haven't played in ages called Rebel Assault and Rebel Assault 2, which were games that had sort of a lot of different genres tied in together. Like some of it, but I think most of it was sort of like point and click, but like not slow, kind of action, like an action point and click kind of, but without like a story. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but they were pretty. They were neat games for the time that they came out, and I'm definitely sure I beat Rebel Assault 2, and it would surprise me if I hadn't beat Rebel Assault 1. I remember the Hoth missions on Rebel Assault 1 being very difficult. So it will be interesting to see how that goes. But we used to play those games. Most people probably play with a mouse. Dad had like a it's called a yoke, but it's basically a steering wheel, but for planes. So it would turn like a normal steering wheel, but you can push it in and out. And we used to play on Dad's old yoke control, and I just remember it being, even if it wasn't the best control scheme, I remember it just being really fun to do it. To play, you know, with that controller or that setup. So I don't have one myself. So I will probably just play it. Well, and the only thing I have is a mouse, and if it has controller support, I might try it with that too. I guess it won't be the same in some ways. But anyway, we'll leave it there. I think we probably need a bit more. I think I'll do the whole moose at some point, and then we can chip away back at it to do some of the more zombie stuff. As mentioned before, But like I said, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you had a good Wednesday, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Alright, cheers guys.